And a dramatic arrest at a busy BART station drawing criticism on social media. Was it excessive force? Only on 5, a former BART police chief weighs in on what he sees. And good evening, I'm Juliette Goodrich.
And I'm Brian Hackney. We first showed you that video yesterday of the violent struggle on a crowded train platform. Our Dawn Lynn showed the tape to a former BART police officer who says the officer did what he had to do.
A chaotic scene, a vocal crowd, and a suspect on the ground. This happened at the Embarcadero BART station Friday afternoon. BART police responded to a call of a possible attempted robbery. They tried to question the suspect, but say the young man was combative and resisted arrest. Cell phone videos posted on social media appear to show officers struggling to control him. At one point, you see the man kicking. BART says he bit an officer and spat at them as well. But some witnesses say the man wasn't resisting, instead adjusting his body so he wouldn't get hurt. They say officers used excessive force by kneeing him when he was already down. They felt the force could have severely injured the man. Retired BART Police Chief Gary G. has seen the footage. He says knee to the back is a tactic used to gain control of uncooperative suspects.
Using the knee to brace the body onto the ground so that you can gain control of the arms and legs.
So that's very common. That's something that officers are trained to do.
That's what officers have always been trained to do.
Some witnesses also questioned this hit to the man's head. It appears he turned around and spat in the officer's face. The officer struck him with a closed fist.
If being spat upon were the only offense, then that alone would not justify striking a suspect to the head. But you have to look at the totality of the situation. And the suspect never stopped resisting.
After the blow, the officer immediately repositioned his right hand on top of the man's neck so he could no longer move his head. The officer then uses his left hand to wipe away the spit. The retired chief says if the officer's intention was to gain control of the suspect and stop him from spitting at him again, then it would be justified. But if the intent is strictly to retaliate, then that would be wrong. BART has launched an internal affairs investigation. An independent auditor is also reviewing the case. In San Francisco, I'm Dawn Lynn, KPIX 5.
As Dawn mentioned, investigators will also be reviewing footage from the officers in terms of their body camera. It's important to note we reached out to the witnesses who posted that cell phone video on social media, but nobody wanted to comment on camera.
Well, with anti-police sentiment at an all-time high,